Big up on yourself, people. Welcome back to the Presser X Gunners podcast. Youngest and the baddest in charge within the YouTube space. You get me? I say, young guns out and stunting, out and blazing. Arsenal, you don't know the thing set already. We're fire the cannon, rapid burst. Yeah, where are the friend? Where are the youth? Because some boy feel like through them get a look of 5-1 victory over a weekend still, you see me?
That's
But yet
cool.
still them club broke. Can't sign a player.
I
Top
just saw
cap of them. Yeah, top cap of them. Can't buy a player. Yo,
That's good, man.
you
That's
see
good.
me? Can't buy a player, people. Last minute, the man them want go in and convince Watkins for fall over. You see me? But people, listen, I press attack too, man. Right now, we have some big news. Big news. We have to discuss people surrounding the man himself, Craig Butler, because, Craig Butler keep up some drama things last night in the Cavalier game, after the Cavalier game in an interview, right? And we see a news from the media this morning about Craig Butler, you see me? And I know said they can't want to touch on that because in the talk about something similar a couple weeks ago with Mr. I call him name, don't? Yeah, so we see some news from the media to the people. I'm not saying nobody touch on it, you see me? So we definitely have to discuss that tonight. But once again, people, big up on yourself. Welcome back to the channel them or the podcast itself, Presser X Gunners podcast. How things are going for you?
Go on, dog. We think busy already during the week, so. Yo, people, the man forced me to do the live here and I piece of midweek, They know say a weekend to do live, but we are short for the people. So just go ahead right now. We are short for you, so smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. But remember, get the likes them up so it can be worth it. If you don't want to see it during the week, then they show you have to perform. I tell Gunners that, I tell Presser that right off the bat. They show you during the week have to perform if me I go continue, bro. You see me? Because when me don't work on Friday in the night time, fry. You see me, fam? So, yeah, folks, if you love the content and want to see we do this more during the week, just smash up the like button there, bro, so we can see the results. Go through, person.
Yeah, smash up the like so this can be visible to other viewers as well, people. But in tonight's show, we're going to talk about Craig Butler, right? I'm going to talk about Vere United and the game against the Cavalier last night. Craig Butler had some words last night after that game in the post-match interview. And big up to Richie Royal as well. Richie Royal posted something on social media this morning going after the man himself, Craig Butler, right? On Instagram. We're going to also talk about Kyle Butler as well. Rugby-style tackle in that Cavalier game last night, or yesterday, I should say, right? Kyle Butler once again putting the pounds on the players. No, why for that? We take that one. But they want to Kyle Butler. I guess he mix up the sport where he play. You see me? The man think he play rugby or NFL. But Kyle Butler, if you understand, say football he play. You see me? I say. And we're also going to talk about the man himself, Mason Greenwood, and some personal issues with Mason Greenwood. But first of all, people, once again, welcome back. We're going to start off with the JPL and then we'll just gradually get into things as we go along. But, Decanio has been, imploring me through this throughout this JPL season to watch the JPL games, in which I did watch 2 games last night. First me ever did that, people. First me ever watched 2 JPL games in a one day. First in my lifetime. You get me, I say? But really, some good games. The Cavalier game versus Vere, not so much good, but it is what it is. I personally watched because of Tariq Magee. I wanted to see what Tariq Magee was about, and I think many people that watched that game as well wanted to see what Tariq Magee had to offer. I don't think he had a bad game. The goal that Vere scored, it kind of came through Tariq Magee taking that shot, and then the Vere Phoenix United player following up and scoring that goal. Cavalier had a lot of chances in that game, especially in the first half, in which they were wasteful. Mr. Speed even did touch on that in the post match. And then we had the Arnett Gardens versus Tivoli. Arnett Gardens versus Tivoli, right? And I don't know Tivoli that showed that game the people, you see me? 3-1 up, second half start, them scored the third goal. And then after that, everything just got downhill. I think they even got a red card as well. Unfortunately, there's no video assistant referee in Jamaica. It was a red card that Tivoli, the red card that Tivoli got, it was justified. However, the question is whether or not it was a penalty. You get me, I say? But in terms of the standings so far in the JPL season, the regular season standings, we have Mount Pleasant Football Academy up there on top, Arnett Gardens after that win, sitting in second place. Cavalier in 5th. You have Portmore United in 4th. Montego Bay United in 3rd. You have Waterhouse in 6th.
Two side them not the side by side in the Waterhouse
Yeah.
and Racing, brother. Just
Racing
side by
United.
side.
And honestly, people, if I have some money, I feel like one club would I personally invest in a Racing United because Nandez. Well, Nandez, and Nandez is a huge supporter of Racing, and I'm kind of glad to see a new team forward in the Premier League, and them are do so well. They get me. I said them really do well for themselves, and them are all out.
Racing are winners in that. Not for cut, but for cut. Racing, brother. Racing United is a club with winning mentality, brother. The man them win tier 2 basically. You see, in a regular season at tier 2, the man them win the league by miles. Them man they used to losing. If you go on Racing Instagram right now and look on when them interview them manager, basically them CEO. The man did find it hard, brother. At one point, believe the man did want to fire Patrick because the man them just don't used to losing games, brother. You see me? And the good thing with them is this season they haven't lost a lot. Them just a draw a whole heap of games and them to take chances in a whole lot of them as well for the ones that they lost. Them should have beat Arnett Garden twice. If them did just take them chances, them could have beat Mount Pleasant. You see me? All of the big teams them show up again. So the theme for Racing was that if we are show up against the big teams and we are perform against the big teams, why we are drop points against the regular team them? See? So Patrick instilled that in them and remind them, say, we are winner, brother. Look how we are play against them side. So we don't want to see go against the idiot side, them don't have bottom and lose to them side, the bad man. You see me? So you see from him do that, brother. Boom, win. Boom, win. Boom, win. Boom, win. 4 winning a row in the mid top, brother. Bad piece of front 3, brother. You see me? Big step on international beauty right now. Grant come in, I think, from college him did there. Forward in on the left hand side, former JC player. And then you have Cole up top. The man sick with him starting 11 now. You see it? So, bro, a whole heap of changes happen. Him finally know him best level. A whole lot of people are talking about reading at the midfield and bashing at the midfield, which is Nikhil Ellis. But nobody now talk about Basco, bro. And since Basco coming at the team and cementing at the team, the midfield started like that, Because I remember saying Nikhil Ellis and Reed, right? And Chev. The two of them did in the midfield from the start of the season, but them could find that third person. And Basco move like the end goal of Kante of Racing midfield, brother. And a whole heap of people now give him props. But me, I give him props today. A man can clip up this and send to him. Him are one of the main reasons too as well why Racing in the position with them they don't know, because his industrious work in that midfield gives Nikhil Ellis the platform for go forward and know say him now for really come back that much. Or if he out of position, Basco there. Right? The back line is very good since Markovic Brown come back in. I have to give him props as a former winger, converted to a centre back at the beginning of this season. A wing them man they used to play now. And he's a centre back now. Enough people would even know say he was a winger, brother. The man bulk up and transform himself into a centre back in that role, brother. That's why I'm so calm in the position when playing now. Zine, Carlisle Holmes unfortunately got an injury. But guess what? He now have the injury well. The substitute goalkeeper come in and him do well. You see me around 3 clean sheets in a 4 games. So, Carlisle Holmes have the 5-team squad right now, Racing a tick. And Racing is a team on the up. You see like what Tivoli did the last season when they did out and them do a late push for top 6. I think the team this season can do that is Racing, brother. Waterhouse better easy themselves. Because right now, two Waterhouse look better out of the top 6 look like them are going to fade away, friend. You see me? So, and just finish up, bro. Racing, well, 2 of them on my side. You see me come born and grow Waterhouse and transition to Spain, so Racing end up become my side too. So, the 2 of them on my side. Would I love to see the 2 of them in a playoffs, but if I want the other, boy, January look like it's going to be Racing.
Yeah. Conrad Smith, big up yourself. Respect for the continuous support. Once again, people, bless up on yourself on the Tuesday. Like up the video so it can be more visible. But in terms of Racing, I don't know a lot about Racing, people, because I'm not really used to the Jamaica Premier League. I did watch 2 games last night, but Racing never play. However, what do you name what Cavalier did? Not Cavalier, Mount Pleasant did buy from Racing. So they did lose one of their best players at the start of the season. Raheem Edwards. You're saying the score up a bag of goal down at tier 2, and then as a man forward at JPL, so the first division, you see Mount Pleasant, the richest club in the league, I guess, snap him up and
on headline, you know that broke Racing fans out, brother. Deadline day, them could even replace the man. That's how the racing starts so slow this season. But the man them find a way of get the team rolling and see it out.
Yeah. And Anthony Patrick are the coach of racing, right?
Yeah, bro. One Patrick there.
Yeah, big up to Anthony Patrick. He has been around football for quite some time now. He's a good coach too. He's been a long time in the boat and the thing, the football. But after the results yesterday, people, Vere United, they're sitting in 13th position, so down there in the relegation zone. Now, after this game, people, Craig Butler did an interview with Knockins, BAM Sports, MG, and there's this female as well who, asked Craig Butler a question. I'm not sure what her name is. Normally, say, I recognize the voice. They get me, I say, but I don't know her name. But she does some good interviews, So she did ask Maggie a question a couple weeks ago, like a month or so now, pertaining to his future. And Maggie did say, him not really look for go back to the United States of America. But the funniest thing surrounding this game, people, was after the game, they kind of did a video in which there was a angry fan who had some words for Craig Butler and Vere United. So let me just go ahead and play that for you guys. And hopefully you guys already know on a Sunday dinner and on a sit down because I need to hear these people. Let me play it right now.
All of Vere side mash up, ladder. See, man can't turn team come a Clarendon and he can't work out. Clarendon did have a set thing, brother. Vere United never lose so much match behind each other, brother. Butler fi move him bomb clot and come out of contract. Al Maggie no good. You no see that too. And if it go, Butler them fi love the blood clot side in a Clarendon and take you back in Phoenix player. Not even one youth back from Clarendon United. A be a town baller. I know a town in train. Making Kai side go town and come back a Clarendon with that bomb clot there.
No, people, that was quite funny. Last night, I really sit down and, even this morning, watch the video when they kind of post it on the Gunners YouTube channel and they are dead with laugh, people, because, the man really go after Craig Butler, people. The man say, the man must lift up with that team there, you see me? The man say, no boy from Clarendon even play for the team. The team even train in a Clarendon, people. So the team is a Clarendon-based team, but they're not even trained in Clarendon, So the heart and soul of the team isn't even there. You know them way there? That's like United playing in Manchester, but them train in London. You know them way there? Like, it just don't make no sense. Or no, like, them come from Manchester, but them play in London. Like, them have a lot of fans in London, but that still really make no sense right now. You see me? I say, but what you have to say about that still? Because you did cover it.
Yeah, but man, as me I say, one group me then and it up me while me I make the video. You see me? Because Vere just lose and everybody eat it and things. So, but it write my script for my video and everything. And me hear the dog say that and me I say, brother, Vere fans they must vex. But I'm just adding this in the video. Obviously, I'm make the person anonymous and edit it up. So, yeah. But
BAM Sports, big up yourself.
Big up yourself, BAM Sports. But John, bro. I don't like the man.
Play back for them again.
Yeah, run it back.
All of Vere side mash up, ladder. See, man can't turn team come a Clarendon and he can't work out. Clarendon did have a set thing, brother. Vere United never lose so much match behind each other, brother. Butler fi move him bomb clot and come out of contract. Al Maggie no good. You no see that too. And if it go, Butler them fi love the blood clot side in a Clarendon and take you back in Phoenix player. Not even one youth back from Clarendon United. A be a town baller. I know a town in train. Making Kai side go town and come back a Clarendon with that bomb clot there.
Yeah, bro. So, and the whole heap of Vere fans, them just from the very start of the season, people did question it, and then the fact that Vere did lose so many games, even at the venue. I think Wembley Centre Excellence supposed to be them home game, right? So even at the venue, brother, if you listen when them are either for band sports or record or one of the other day time when them play Humble Lion too. Humble Lion did dep on a live, brother. If you hear how them one of fans I deal with Kyle Butler and Craig Butler, brother, you know say it's a hostile ground. And it's never good playing at your home ground and your own fans them even like you, brother. Right? So it's just weird, bro, because I think the Clarendon people, and it's not just Clarendon, because again, I always have to trace things back to racing because the racing at the team have been a follower for the better part of 3 years now. Right? Now, if somebody just come in from out of nowhere and just completely replenish this racing team with all how we come for know and love, what will get promoted together, we're there in this Premier League today, together, and since we get promoted, we'll survive and we're there back. and this person just come bring me out there down in a relegation zone now. Brother, that no look good, dog. You see me?
Yeah.
And my head would hotter than how the person head is.
And I think the problem as well is at least racing, them racing actually is going about their season in a respectable manner. You know, you're a man say, yo, we're going to beat up Cavalier. We can't wait for all Arnett Gardens. You know, you're a man say, oh, well, my player them need for jail first, whatever the case is. With Craig Butler from the get-go, from him arrive and the acquisition with Vere United, them have all the talking of the world for these other respective teams. I'm going to play a video clip as well in which a young lady asked him a question.
I think that is just disrespectful to the fans. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He says it all the while. Literally. He doesn't care about the JPL. He doesn't care about Manning Cup. He doesn't care about none of this. And I think all of this is just karma. Because you cannot be wanting to go into a club and sell them a dream and sell them a project. And you come out in our next word amount and say you don't even care about that team. You don't care about the league that team plays in. Now, that now go sit right with fans where see them team are come from the lower divisions are come all the way up. And you, even if, right, you have to get them in the predicament that they are in right now, brother. You have to humble when you do that, dog. If your man see the work you have put in, but you can't hype and lose, dog. That don't look good, brother. That don't look good, dog. You can't make false promises and all them things there and you're in a relegation zone.
The worst part about it, I don't know if Craig Butler actually has ambition of winning the Premier League or whatever the case is, because in terms of how Craig Butler even spoke after the game, it's more so about the man really and truly care about Phoenix Academy. It's about giving these players a platform to sell them. And he basically say it out and out instead of need to play big man football so he can send them off to Europe. You get me? I say, no, I'm not saying that you cannot do that, you know, and you cannot challenge for the league or you cannot finish in a respectable position. But in terms of how he speaks about Vere United, it's more so about Phoenix United and the Sean Laytons of the world and the Robino Gordon and all these different respective players from the academy, in terms of him giving them a platform and shipping them out over Europe and different respective continents or whatever the case is.
Never about the Vere fans. Them to the side.
Whenever you mentioned the fans before in any life.
Never mention the community, the people who build the club to get to where it is. Him just see it as an opportunity. Maybe a club where you see me, them ownership good, they want a Lego or something like that, and him just pounce on that opportunity. Right?
But
they can't deal with people so that come and go buy the car. What am I going to do now if him end up have to play tier 2 football because him get relegated after once?
And the worst part about it, they got promoted without Craig Butler. And them all get relegated with Craig Butler.
So if we go get relegated with a Craig Butler, bro, and better careful. You see me? I not promote violence, but you better careful, dog. For the man, brother, you go leave, you can play back like that, dog. You know everybody has scared. Jamaican people that in a dog.
Before we move on, let me just take the comment here. Crazy Yardy TV, big up yourself. I'm gonna play the video clip for one more time for the people that were just joined. But Crazy Yardy TV said referee Golson has been the worst of the worst referees this season, yet she was given the big West Kingston Derby. Every game she officiates gets out of control with her horrendous calls. Personally, I'm not, at the first game I watched with her reffing that game. But again, I think the red card was the right call. However, she did get the penalty call wrong. But me can't blame her. You know the way that they can, because we just don't have the technology for even assist her. Because at first it did look like it was a foul inside the 18-yard box. However, upon further review in terms of the replay by the broadcasters, we saw that foul happened outside the 18-yard box, leading into the 18. You get me? I say,
so correct, man. Because
she get it wrong, but I'm not really beat her.
Outside the box, that one in on goal, there was no clear attempt to play the ball, and you see, even if she did think say it was inside of the box, the reason why it's still a red card is because there was no clear attempt to play the ball. Even if it's the last one and you try make an attempt to clear the ball, him could have get away with the double jeopardy rule in the fact say you'd have get a yellow card and a penalty. But in this case, the man hold on pan the man. But everybody we watch on TV and in the stadium, on initial thought, think say it's a penalty because of the way you him drop in the box. Right? But when you look back on it, the man clearly hold on pan him and let him go right before the man even reach on the line of the box, which means that it would have been a free kick. Now, these mistakes can happen. I'm not going to cuss a referee for making that mistake. It's just unfortunate because we don't have the technology to correct those mistakes, which we are seeing in modern day football as video assistant referee. But before we can even get into the video assistant referee, in my opinion, and based off what we've seen in world football, every single game has to be televised in order for you to even think about video assistant referee. Because you can't have VAR at one game and don't have VAR at the other, because that's an unfair advantage, right? So if every team is not, or if every game is not at a level where it is broadcasted, right? It is recorded with quality recording, quality commentary, quality everything. You can't even think about having video assistant referee. And another thing, if you don't even have goal line technology, that's another thing you can think about implementing VAR if you don't have goal line technology. So Jamaica is well behind what the world standard is. So in this case, it rough on Tivoli. But at the end of the day, they would still have a red card. And even if that penalty wasn't scored with the red card, what them name? Arnie God would have just roll over Tivoli as well, because see the man score at the end to make it 5-3, right? That penalty made it 4-3. Yeah, the penalty
come on for the bench and score
4-3. So say the man missed, they would have still end up go score again, bro. So at the end of the day, Manacos referee for that game, Tivoli was just poor, and they had a lead, and for some reason you're in a derby and on still leave gaps open when they have a 3-1 lead. It don't make no sense. So them have themselves shot themselves.
Nathan said we have the technology, we have to use it. I'm not sure about what technology that is. You get me? I said, but again, in terms of the call by the referee, I'm not gonna bash her too much. I think this is more on Tivoli throwing away that game compared to the referee making that mistake, which is an honest mistake, and then the game getting away from them due to the fact that they went 10 men down or 10 man down, right? So again, Tivoli, they must really go into the dressing room, go back to training, take a hard look at themselves, and wheel and come again. And Jerome Waite has criticized them so far this season. And even Jerome Waite, after the game, stated that they were not like 3 or 5 goals better than us. You see me I say? So yeah, I kind of give them back the game. You know, you 3-1 up and you make the man them score 2 goal, 3-3. Then you get the red card, whatever the case is. VAR works without goal line technology.
No, you not get what me I say. You see the things that it takes to implement crazy hard, the different type of angles and everything that it takes to implement VAR, because you have to have angles at different parts of the pitch. So what I'm saying is, if you can't even master goal line technology, or are you going to master VAR, right? You have to have at least you have to have goal line technology, because that is just one individual thing, and it's very simple. Right? If you don't have the technology for goal line technology, you have the technology for master every single angle of every single part of the game. You see me? We have to take it step by step. We can't I try to jump the gun in football. Look how years after. Remember, video assistant referee was something that was spoken about a long time ago. And goal line technology get introduced before that. We have to take it one step at a time. If you can't do one thing, how you expect other things are gonna get done? And I disagree with that person. We don't have the technology. And if we have the technology, then clearly not use it, because all of the games aren't being televised.
I think we're actually...
One second, that's another thing with VAR as well. When you can't just look on VAR and say, VAR need for the other match and we have TV match. One to the other match and we have play. And VAR, though, they have the match there. That is an unfair advantage to those games. So if all games now go have VAR, then you can't just use VAR for TV match. That no make no sense to me. You see me, bro? So they have to find a way to start broadcasting all of these games where you have references for different decisions, and people can be held accountable from every single game. If you don't have that, then it don't make no sense. You try to implement VAR. You have to implement all heap other things before you can get to implementing VAR.
Yeah. But before we continue, people, just go ahead and smash up the like button, comment, share the video as well, and subscribe as well, people. But let me just bring up this article quickly from the Jamaica Star, and the headline is Arnett scores stunning win over Tivoli in 8-goal thriller. Cavaliers Calvin aims to continue scoring form and lead team to title. I'm not really go through it much because we kind of just talk about the game just now to an extent, but it did state that the match lived up to its feature. It says that the match lived up to its feature game building with bold and exciting attacking play from start to finish. Striker Warner Brown, 71st, 72nd, and 78th emerged the star. The Arnett frontman netting a hat-trick that capitulated him to the top of the goal-scoring charts on 13 goals. So, wait there. catapulted him to the top of the goal scoring charts and 13 goals. By the way, people, I lose my glasses as well. So probably forget a new one. Well, I'm not lose it, but I misplace it. I told my team, he went on to state, and I quote, I told my teammates to fight and give it their all, commented Brown, who certainly gave it all he could. So, yeah, I'm not going to delve into it much, but yeah, it was a very exciting game. And again, I blame Tivoli for making Arnett get back a foot in this game, you know, and then eventually it led to them getting a red card. And then from there on out, you see me, the game was basically done for Tivoli. But yeah, as I say, people, Decanio is employing me to watch the JPL a bit more, in which I'm doing. So, which team I play tomorrow?
I don't know that. Them picture in a drop on IG when them drop see.
Yeah, brother. All I mean the fixture them not drop, like the man are not supposed to have them think they out from long time.
But I just ease yourself at Jamaica out there, brother. Everything back at time.
And people, I go up on the JPL YouTube channel last night, you see me? Months now the man them no post. Months now the man them no post on the JPL YouTube channel. Oh, you must have 11,000 subscribers and the page is inactive. And at them said them I work with the 876 stream. And I rate them type of thing, the man. If you're an official league, you need to be active on the JPL YouTube channel, not only on Instagram, but on YouTube as well, across all social media platforms, because that is the only way you will get more eyes on the league. You know what I mean?
Like, it's a no-brainer, to be honest, because YouTube, I will get your money. What the hell? So, I don't know what they might pre, dog.
Yeah, they must say matches postponed. Even JFF Live, I ramp up for them thing. As I say, 876 stream is also on board with JFF, and we kind of see where JFF improve across all social media platforms. But sticking to JPL before we get to the Leon Bailey thing, people, because there was some fresh news about Bailey. But before we even get to the JPL, before we even continue with the JPL, and it's not even so much a JPL, well, it has to do something with the JPL. But let me just go through and I'm going to play the video one more time. You think we should have played it?
Run through then, no?
All right. Last time I didn't move on to the different thing them.
The whole of Vere side mash up, ladder. See, man can't turn team come a Clarendon and he can't work out. Clarendon did have a set thing, brother. Vere United never lose so much match behind each other, brother. Butler for moving bomb buckler and come out of a contract. All Maggie no good. You know see that too. And if you go, Butler them for love a blood clot side in a Clarendon and take you back a Phoenix player. Not even one youth back from Clarendon United. A be a town baller. I know a town in train. Make it carry side got town and come back a Clarendon with that bomb buckler there.
Yeah, so moving on, people. Still sticking to Craig Butler. After the game against Cavalier, this is what he had to say about his one and only biological son, Kyle Butler, the man who gave up his career for Leon Bailey because he loves him so much as a brother from another mother. This is what Craig Butler had to say about his biological son.
Kyle Butler shed those 40 pounds and shown his character, and he's playing good football out there now. Took a nice shot today.
Now, let me say this, people. I'm not sure if Kyle Butler was at 200 pounds at the start of the season, but if he was at 200 pounds and he did lose 40 pounds, one message I have for Kyle Butler: lose 40 more pounds. You get me? I said because
the man say he had a good game. He kicked a good shot today. But how the fuck say I tell me say that? So the man kick a good shot have a good game. I need to remember the good shot the man talk about, brother. Believe. Brother, hear me I say.
Yo.
Vere Phoenix not ready in general, dog. Kyle Butler not ready. The man mentioned a few things in a specific statement. And the man said Kyle Butler had a good game, which was not true. The man also went on to say, the man called Tariq Magee a young player. Brother, when me hear that, me nearly dash your juice out of man. Which young player? Tariq Magee, and that's the thing with a whole lot of Jamaican fans, you know. No, don't get me wrong. Just because me I go up on the little rant here, don't get me wrong. I rate Tariq Magee. I'm want to see the best from Tariq Magee. I'll always maintain that sentiment, right? But Tariq Magee is no young player, brother. And it's very evident that a whole lot of Jamaican fans and Tariq Magee fans are still thinking of that 19, 18-year-old player that was at JC. They now realize that was around 6-7 years ago now, brother. You see me? The man at 25-year-old now, my friend. That man go into the peak of his powers. That man is no longer a young player, dog. And that just alone speak to the delusion of that Craig Butler can portray sometimes, dog. The man go look on we and really tell we watch the full game of 90 minutes. Say Craig Butler, say Kyle Butler have a good game. And you go look on we and tell us say Tariq Magee is a young player. Come on, dog. Go through, presser.
Yeah, the Tariq Magee thing, they kind of rubbed me the wrong way as well in terms of him saying he's a young player. Kind of did lose that. He kind of did use that term loosely, right? I mean, he's 25. He will be 26 in August. But the Kyle Butler thing, I understand that. I guess this is like the LeBron James and the Bronny James of the JPL. Minus the fact that Craig Butler isn't actually playing in the JPL, but still. I mean, I watched the game last night. Me and Deacon watched the game. Many other people watched that game last night, and Kyle Butler did not have a good game. And I mean, why is Kyle Butler even the captain of this team? The only reason as to why is one, because his father, and two, Craig Butler might say, oh, he might have a lot of European experience compared to the other guys. I get me, I say? Because he might always bring out the fact that Kyle Butler did the Europe and this and that and Tara knows what. So, you know what I mean?
Another thing as well, he mentioned the fact that he might get a Colombian 6. One 20-year-old from Colombia can destroy and everything. You know what screams so biased to me, dog? The man literally named the midfield three where he's going to use the rest of the season when that man come. He said the man are going to play 6 alongside Kyle Butler and Tariq Magee. Brother, the delusion of this man to feel like saying no matter who come in, Kyle Butler still have there in the team. The man have Wooling, you know? If anybody for coming at this team, a Wooling would have wanted in midfield with Tariq Magee and the destroyer 6 there where you claim Magabino. So you will look at me and tell me, say, Kyle Butler is better than Matthew Wooling, where starting a Trinidad starting team. Brother, come on, dog.
But you know, I watched the game last night, you know, people.
Right now, Wooling is a better player than Kyle Butler. And he's going to tell me, say, Wooling can't make the midfield 3 there.
But funny enough, I watch the game last night for people and
say, no, me not like Butler. Or brother, I have a problem with Butler. I actually rate Butler. I love Craig Butler, brother. Because guess what? Since the man coming out of JPL, the man get the whole of we talking points, brother. And as media, we love that. But at the end of the day, that means I'm going to talk positive just because he might give me something to talk about. Everything when he might give me to talk about negative, brother. What is positive about the man in the Premier League so far? I'm more nays than years, brother.
A man say why for that? I don't know why you say why still, but I mean, you know, last night I watched the game and you know, like every time, like, you know, a moment for the game, like where I said, like, I text him and say, like, you see that, and there was a moment in the game where I go text him and I did both text him. I'm just couldn't bother people, but Kyle Butler that makes some passes, and I swear I was going to text the can and say, yo, what kind of porridge pass them the brother, like some soft pass, brother? I say, yo, like the man would I get the ball, you know, and Kyle Butler just make a soft porridge pass back to the player. I say, bro, like, no, brother, you have to put some weight on them pass there. You see me? No pun intended. You see me? And then the tackle as well in the game, people like, yo, the funniest thing about that tackle is when him tackle the man and him go up on the ground and the like flash him arm run and
scheme at some time. Take off from the youth. Scheme one in nine back, my friend.
I don't know if I don't even know, like, you see me? But did I go pull it up, you know, but leave it but I think my outfit still, you know. Let me see if we can get it. No, I'm not have it.
No man, make us go to the show, man.
Let me play the video clip again about Kyle Butler and then move on to the next one.
Kyle Butler has shed those 40 pounds and shown his character, and he's playing good football out there now. Took a nice shot today.
Before we move on, people, once again, just like, comment, share, and subscribe as well. Thank you for the continuous support. So Owen, Smurf, and don't know the thing already, I'm also going to subscribe. But for those of you who haven't subscribed already, just stop what you're doing now and hit that subscribe button. For those of you who haven't who hasn't smashed that like button, just stop what you're doing and smash that like button. Now, sticking to Craig Butler again, this was our next moment in the post-match interview after the defeat to Cavalier. He was asked a question by the female reporter. So here it is now, people.
Craig Butler, what was the game plan coming in today, knowing you're up against one of the better teams in the league?
Rephrase the question.
What was the game plan coming in today?
Okay.
So the question by the reporter was the female, respect to her, big up to her. She asked him the question, what was your game plan coming into this game against one of the better teams in the Jamaica Premier League? Craig Butler obviously took a moment to pause and him say, oh, rephrase a question, and she just responded by saying, what was your game plan coming into the game? Now, people, the fact of the matter is we're talking about the current JPL champions off the back of last season, Cavalier Soccer Club, right? They're about to play either Kansas City or Inter Miami. Now, the question was right in terms of what was your game plan coming into this game against one of the better teams in the JPL, because Vere Phoenix, they're languishing in the relegation zone. So really and truly, every other team above them better than them, especially the current champions, Cavalier Soccer Club. You get me? I say so. Yo, I don't know I'm to correct, but I think it was a good question by the young lady. What you have to say about that?
Brother, the man vexed because Speed thump out him outside 2 times this season. Him vex and him see the girl as a weak link and take it out on her. If anyone will ask him the question there, you not see him reply the way him reply, brother. You see me? That is weak from Craig Butler, my friend. Weak. And nothing wrong with the question, you know? Not a thing wrong with the question. I can bet if I did nothing asked him the question, he would answer. See? The man see the girl as a weak link and I try to take out him hang up on the girl, my friend. You see me?
Yeah.
Because what she said, nothing was wrong with it. You are facing one of the better teams in the league. What was your game plan coming into this game? Is that a lie? No, it is not. They are 5th place in the league. They are in the top 6. They are about to potentially play against Messi and Inter Miami. Right? They are champions of the league. There are so many things that point to the fact that they are one of the better teams in the league. So why should I rephrase that question? Brother Craig Bowler have to talk me down if I did me asking the question. I can ask him back right and steer him straight in my face. And ask him the exact same question and tell him that there was nothing wrong with the question. Because they are one of the better teams in the league. We do the video today and somebody in the comment section and say, but the girl that try to provoke him. Like, come on, bro. We are talking about provoke. There's no provoking in that. We see it every week. If Arsenal, right, is playing against a lower pace team in the league, all the time the Marks Mikel Arteta, you're playing up against a team in the relegation zone. We have been struggling for points. What are you going to do to make sure that the team does not slip up against a team that you should be beating? These are type of questions that we see pop up in press conferences, right, all across the world. So why when it is posed to Craig Butler, right, because your team is crap, you are in the relegation zone, right? Cavaliers are a better team. They are at the top end of the table. So if the journalists ask you, what was your game plan, knowing that you're coming to face one of the better teams in the league, there's nothing wrong with that. Craig Butler is just a salty individual who did not want to lose to Craig, did not want to lose the speed. He lost the speed, and he was angry that he lost the speed. In both interviews that he did it, he said it. He never want to lose the speed. And because he saw the little girl, not little girl, the young lady there, and him can't take it out upon another big man named there, him take out him hang upon the young lady. So no, brother, I have to call him out from a video today because that rubbed me wrong. And if you look on the comment section in the video I'm do, it rub a whole lot of other people wrong as well. Because if you have respect for the reporter, bro, she never did that try to provoke nobody. It's a very good question. And it was structured properly. You see me? True.
But yeah, Dr. Dan, Sportsmax. If you don't want to watch the game, people, if you want to watch the JPL games, download the Sportsmax app. And yeah, you don't have to have a VPN or anything like that, especially if you're in the United States. But I'm take some comments. Lord, big up yourself. Him say, Jamaica fans watch too much EPL. I mean, what do you call too much? It's the best league in the world, or one of the best leagues in the world. So why not? Now, why not watch it? You see me? Smurf say, how Kyle managed to flop out of music and football. I'm not thinking flop out of music. Look like him put it down, you see me? And there's some good rhythm, you know. You see me? I say, Kerry and Spence, we'll get to that. Not conceding even a shilling to speed. Question provocative. Smurf said Kyle is a football witty. Yo, we not do that. Witty. Big up yourself. Anyway, they in a Kingston. You see me? Oh, that witty or Winston. You see me? Patrick Riley, big up yourself. Him say egotistical ass. Think like he is not supposed to be asked anything from a woman. And he referred to Kirk Butler as a punk. You know, Oriel Tracy and the kind of favorite word that, you know, punk, Hall Grimson and all them type of foolishness there. So I say, somebody say language important. Jamaican family vibes, big up yourself. The reporter asked the exact same question and didn't rephrase, but he answered. Well, she never said the better. The second question, she never said better team. You see me? I said she just said what was the game plan.
Just because she said that it's a better team, man, it's a fact.
Yeah, in no respect speed. Remember the issue between him and speed.
Whenever fact is put forward in front of him not like it. That is just straight delusion.
But Priest, no, yeah. Remember the history between him and speed. Him no respect speed. Doesn't make one time him say speed. What? I think speed. He said, but they want to sell him Phoenix one time, and but like the fun Ryan stream and say, sell like you know that say, sell Phoenix boy, sell Phoenix boy.
But yes, they got me shirt and say, Phoenix. Everybody someone body dog.
Yeah. Is what I say. No, Speed, Mr. Speed did say you're forward in my office and you bring some one bag of player and them thing there. And Craig said, sell what, brother? Yes, but let me take a U-turn and give him an entertainment break for one couple seconds, people. Watch it now.
The whole of Vere side mash up, ladder. See, man can't turn team come a Clarendon and he can't work out. Clarendon did have a set thing, brother. Vere United never lose so much match behind each other, brother. Butler fi move him bomb clot and come out of contract. Almagi no good. You no see that too. And if you go, Butler them fi love the blood clot side in a Clarendon and take you back in Phoenix player. Not even one youth back from Clarendon United. A be a town baller. I know a town in train. Make it carry side go town and come back a Clarendon with that bomb clot there.
And I have two things to say, people. I remember at the start of the season, Mr. Speed did say that anybody on the sideline without any coaching certification or so, they would get fined. No, I don't know if it's an every game thing or whatever the case is, right? No, I always ask the question, who is the coach of Vere Phoenix United? And I'm going to say this publicly. I do not think Lenny Hyde respects himself because there's no way I can be appointed as the coach, the head coach of a team. And whenever the team loses or when the team win, I am not the one there being asked the questions and responding to such questions as well. So I think that Lenny Hyde doesn't respect himself enough. You get me, sir, brother? Like, and it looks bad on the JPL as well because Craig Butler is not the coach. He appointed Lenny Hyde as the coach. And every minute in the post-match interviews, I can't see Lenny Hyde. I cannot see Lenny Hyde. And I think it's not a good look. It's not a good look on Vere, and it's also not a good look on the JPL. And funny enough, people, it's not about hating Craig Butler or anything. Craig Butler sometimes says stuff and like him forget what him say. When this man talk about international standards and them type of thing there, is Craig Butler following any form of international standard down there at Vere Phoenix United? You see me? He's not.
Well, we start with Will Still at Reims. The club did have to pay for him every match because he never have the license that was required for him to coach in League One. So every match them did have to pay for him, but they never business crime. They did get them results. So a simple chunk change that for them at the time.
Yo, man, I like people.
Instance we see it in a majority of the coaches in those top leagues. Them have them thing that, and eventually Will Still did get it. So yeah, bro.
I mean, maybe him have him license, I don't know. Yes, I say, but even if him have him license, I mean, he's still not the coach of the team. And again, I don't know because the man have so many different things that you don't know what he is. You know, technical director, coach, water boy, shouter boy, post-match boy. But funny enough, people, when I watched the Arnett game last night, the lady, the female referee make a call, isn't me? No, she never make a call. I'm not going to say what the man saying a full, but like she never make the call. I'm here the man say, only can read between the lines. The man say, big, no card. I say, them man stay so. You see me? But I know she get it last night still. You see me? I say, could I hear it clear through the microphone? Smurf say Craig only put on 2 suits now, and then that for him professional. But moving on, people, still on the topic of Craig Butler because he's the talk of the town now. This transpired on social media this morning. So let me just pull it up. And this has to do with the youngster Dylan John now. Phoenix rejected me. We know who that is, Dylan John, as I mentioned before, the Jamaica college player. He left Phoenix Football Academy. Now, Richie Royal, the father of Dujan Richards, made a post on Instagram this morning. And we all know Shalom, whatever I say about Shalom. So Richie Royal said, come down now. Baller in Jamaica, 15 million developmental fee. Never sign a contract in his life. Now, in terms of this player that he's talking about, people, I heard from good sources that it is Dylan John, right? Again, we know who Dylan John is now, people. Dylan John has never signed a contract in his life, a professional football contract, right?
Well, we are watching, me and you don't know that. We just
All
have
right.
to talk
All right,
about
we don't know that. Isn't
you see
it?
me?
We don't know
We
that.
just are
However,
reporting to the people. One sec, make we get this straight. You see me? Gunners and Presser don't know. Right? Make we get that straight. This is news that has come to fore and we have put it in front on the face. We don't know if the man under contract or not. We're going to get that confirmed as it.
Well, all right.
So
To my knowledge, yeah. All right. Let me say this. To my knowledge, I don't know if he has ever signed a professional contract. However, even if he did, right, $15 million for Dylan John. Come on, people. Developmental fee, absolutely ridiculous. How can you put a price tag of 15 million Jamaican dollars on Dylan John when the man only plays schoolboy football? And yeah, him go Europe 1 and 2 times with the academy. But 15 million Jamaican dollar, brother?
It's a clear, if it is true, it's a clear tactic, bro. The man come out and bash Butler, so whatever type of thing him have over him head now if we can demand that amount of money. Because if he's demanding that amount of money, then he must have something over him head or have something in writing, right? And Conrad, I hear you say that it's business, but I don't think in this case it's business. Because remember, another player who is not playing, the Guyanese player who did the interview with his agent, Butler demanded how much? $1 million fee, right? So 15 million is far away, and both of them are at the same level. Like them play youth level football, right? Them not play no big man football yet. Which club them a play for? Them even play for them not have no professional minutes under them belt as yet, bro. Right? So after asking 15 million for a player, especially with the situation that we know what is going on between Dylan John and Craig Butler, if that is true, then it's just a clear tactic to say, all right, me have this over you, you're not going nowhere. You sit down, because you never want to play for me. You sit down there, so because no nobody now buy you for 15 million. So you sit down until whatever you sign to run out, then you can go about your business. It's a clear tactic to me
But
if this is true. Because Dylan John, no, brother.
Kevin Hart is being unfair because it's different in whisper situation. When you have a club like Chelsea or City or them type of club that are coming for a player from Jamaica or so, you can actually go to the negotiation table because they actually see something that player, then you can demand a decent price tag or a decent fee. However, in the context of Dylan John, it is a JPL club trying to buy the player, trying to acquire the services of Dylan John. How can you?
JPL club now, but now paying a 15
exactly $15 million. Like no, bro, like he's not of that talent. When since Jamaica start have Wonder Kid, in a JPL and them thing there.
Yeah, tell me, brother.
Yeah, man, no,
brother. Conrad, see, finally I come to your sense, brother. It's just one of them tactics there. If it is true, as I say, the only thing this can say to me, because remember, every schoolboy football, just think about it, viewers. No nobody come in here and say, exactly, that's not a business. Just think about it. Every schoolboy football, with ex-footballer, will excel in the past schoolboy football season, find themselves in a Jamaica Premier League team, or them gone abroad. So why is Dylan John not abroad and Dylan John not in any JPL team? Something must have gone down because there are many teams out there that would want a Dylan John. Look how Messi will play for KC. Messi the racing, you know, right? I want you to racing post, Messi Richie post racing, Richie post Messi a racing training ground. And I say wait, me I see the man have him crest and everything. Me I say wait, him sign for him and he must say yeah, right? Even the same catching ball of them they're racing as well. And only part of ballers. Well, the next baller then name with the Arnett guard who scored the brace the other night. And him father coach for Arnett.
Yeah.
You know who me I talk, brother. The youth, the 17-year-old scored the brace the other night and him father coach for Arnett.
When play for Dunbull then?
No, Arnett, brother. I man play for Arnett, brother.
Oh.
He make him debut the other day and score brace. One free kick and one tap in. You know, the JPL ball, them know who me I talk, brother. Look on all him a play JPL football. So why is Dylan John sitting around and not playing anything? This adds up to me. Yeah, Gio Taylor, big up yourself. This adds up to me. We don't know if it's true, but based off of the post that we're seeing, it's obviously just but last fight the youth. As some see it.
Yo, 15 million Jamaican dollars for Dylan John in the JPL people. Come like a Messi by the Messi of Jamaica or something.
Yeah, right. Me here a Waterhouse would want him. You see?
Yeah.
So, And Waterhouse need a player like that. That Waterhouse dead in attack. Them wingers them not firing a shot, dog. You see me, bro? Them creativity wise, them poor. You see? So, yeah, fam.
Yeah. But moving on now, people. So we finished with JPL and Craig Butler. So let's head over to Leon Bailey. So as we all know, people, Aston Villa did some brilliant business in the winter of the transfer window. Acquisitions of Asensio, former Real Madrid player, and Marcus Rashford. And what the next youth name? They make a next signing early in the window. What name again?
Marlon.
Smurf. What?
Marlon. Danny Marlon.
Yeah, Danny Marlon. Right. Good player. Signed from I think Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, Borussia Dortmund. And so obviously competition now, people. Competition for Leon Bailey. Now at the end of the transfer window on deadline day, United, and this is factual, Fabrizio stated this. United did make a call to Aston Villa, asking about Leon Bailey, right? So them actually did make a call. So I don't know, make up things, people. Fabrizio said, and we trust Fabrizio with life. You see me? Maybe but
you
except
alone,
my
friend. You alone, my friend.
All right, except for the Greenwood thing. But anyways, now fast forward to the people. There's an article by the Football Insider, right? And there's somebody that used to work at Aston Villa who is stating that Aston Villa plan to accept Leon Bailey offer in new transfer twist. Now, let me pull up this article on screen for you guys. J-Boss Gaming, big up yourself as well. Now, here it is, people. So that's Leon Bailey pictured with Unai Emery. Well, not pictured with him, but both of them in the picture. So breaking news. So Aston Villa plan to accept Leon Bailey offer in new transfer twist. Aston Villa are planning to accept offers for Leon Bailey in the summer transfer window, according to the club's former scout, Mick Brown, who remains very well connected at Villa Park and also worked as the chief scout at Man United and Blackburn exclusively, told Football Insider that the 27-year-old is no longer a part of Unai Emery's long-term plans. Again, this is somebody that worked with Aston Villa, still have strong connections to the club, and that's what they're saying, that Bailey isn't in the plans or in the long-term plans for Unai Emery. Bailey had been heavily linked with a move away from the club during the January transfer window amid a plethora of incoming signings to bolster their attack: Marlon, Asensio, and Marcus Rashford. So those three players all arrived at Villa in the last month, forcing the Jamaican international further down the pecking order. Meanwhile, concerns about Bailey's consistency and impact on the team have arisen behind the scenes after he dropped out of the starting 11. The winger has started just 3 of Villa's last 9 Premier League games and has picked up just 1 goal and 3 assists so far this season. Leon Bailey to leave Aston Villa after Unai Emery decision. Emery is known to have high demands of his players, and there have been suggestions that Bailey has dropped below the required standard and will be allowed to leave. Brown, who has a wealth of experience in top-level player recruitment after over a decade at Man United during their most successful period, insisted that a split could be the best move for both the player and the manager in the summer. Brown went on to state, and I quote, "Emery is a manager who knows what he wants from his players," he told Football Insider. "He wants somebody who gives him a consistent level of performance every week. The concern about Bailey is that consistency. He can be hit and miss. When he's a hit, he can be devastating, but he can also go the other way. He'll have games where he completely fades out of it. That's not what you need while you're in the Premier League and trying to compete in Europe." But yes is the answer. I think he'll probably be looking to move on in the summer, and I think that's something Villa would be open to as well, particularly with the signings they've made in January. His place in the team is under question. Now, I'll leave it at that, people. However, I would say I kind of disagree with Mr. Brown. Reason being, them not purchase Marcus Rashford or Asensio. You get me, I say? And I don't think they actually have an option to buy.
It shows intent. I think they do have an option to buy for Rashford. Now that Fabrizio, not obligation, but an option. No, so
Yeah.
he's supposed to have an option for both of them. But to me, it shows intent. Like the man still have Watkins. Him Lego Philogene, and he replaced Philogene with Malin, right? Him still have Watkins. Him sell Duran. So say the man sell Duran and replace Duran with Rashford. But guess what? The man said that is not enough. The man go in and get Asensio. Which part Asensio play? The same position where Leon Bailey play. And also, Fabrizio Romano did also report that he wanted Felix as well. It's just that it looked like time run out on them in the market, right? So not only did he want the three attackers when getting Malin, Asensio, and Rashford, he also wanted João Felix, right? But because they did not deal with so much other transactions at the latter part of the stages, them couldn't get to finish up that Felix deal, and instead AC Milan ended up get João Felix, right? No, that alone shows the intent that Unai Emery has. 4 attackers, the man didn't want to get in a one window, right? And best believe, most of them, or majority of them, if not all of them, play upon the wing except Felix if Felix did come. And Leon Bailey is them only out and out winger apart from Danny Malin, where them bring in for replace Philogene. And Philogene never did play a whole heap of minutes. So that intent, brother, for try bring in 4 attacker. Brother, if I am Leon Bailey, that no look good for me, my friend.
But as Smurf say, well, first of all, I see some people are trying to rubbish the article. Again, this person is he used to work with Villa, and them say him have strong connections. And I think the fact that Aston Villa did try to ship out Bailey in the winter, whether it's on a loan or permanent, then it shows that Leon Bailey's future is in doubt. You get me? I say it shows that Aston Villa is willing to look at the market and assess their options, especially this upcoming summer transfer window. Because again, as the person stated that worked at Villa as a scout, he stated one of the things that Unai Emery loves is a player that gives him consistent performances. Now, since Leon Bailey has been at Villa, he has only had one good season, right? And this season, he has been troubled with injuries, and other than injuries, he has been inconsistent. He has been poor to some aspect. You know what I'm saying? So, Mono fully rubbish it and say, oh, a fake news or them type of thing. The fact of the matter is that Leon Bailey almost had a move lined up in the winter transfer window, which would have been a loan. So, for those of you guys who have Leon Bailey as this high caliber player, this wonderful player, I mean, me and man, I say, why would I go United? I mean, why not? It's United at the end of the day. You get me? I say, if Leon Bailey is so good, all right, whatever.
Really, but why not? We don't want to go United if we the Aston Villa. Man, you ready?
All right, that's besides the point. All right, that's besides the point.
Even Rashford himself said it was a step up.
Okay. Yes, they're in the Champions League. Fair enough.
Rashford,
but you know what?
You own a poster boy. You own a poster boy says a step up, bro.
Sure, go on good. I don't really want to talk about United.
Why would anyone want to leave Villa to go to Manchester United in the ditch that they are in? All right. Anyways,
in terms of Bailey, the fact of the matter is, people, there's some movements surrounding Bailey and his future at Aston Villa. Never too long ago did sign a contract, but obviously that don't mean nothing. You see me I say? So let's see what will happen with Leon Bailey come this summer. But again, I'm not going to rubbish the article because there was some talks about him leaving Villa in the January transfer window, which it would have been a loan more than likely. But I mean, a lot of you guys have Leon Bailey as this high performing player. I mean, why would Aston Villa be looking to ship him out? As I say, if he's performing exceptionally well. If Leon Bailey was putting on the performances of last season, there'd be no question about his future at the club. Smurf said, how much is Bailey worth?
Before we move on, people, if you don't want to see more of them night lives here, I'm going to have to show with the support. Because I'm coming in from work, you see me? I'm coming from work, I'm in the nightlife more, wild, bro. You see me? Say the nightlife, them now the successful, I tell presser before the show. If the nightlife, them not successful, I now do it again, because I'm a fry. I'm a tired man. You see me, bro? So guess what? You just like up the video, my friend. Just smash that like button if you want to see we do more night lives during the week and we get it done. Right? 100 likes, my friend. If you're gonna like the video and you're there for a good while, just hit the like button, bro. 158 of you guys across both platforms. Watch it, 162 it just raised to. Right? So when you just smash up the like button, my friend. Hit that like button. And also subscribe as well. Both of we have goals. Let me see which one we reach now. Right now, me I try to get to 4,000 subscribers in the people. And since they're live here, I get 6 subscribers. So big up for everybody who subscribed that were new.
Let's make that 10. Let's make that 10 people.
You see me? Make that 10. Me have 3,785 right now. We're there on the goal to 4 grand. And person supposed to get on the goal to 2,005. So him claim same I forward back in the space and I go put in the work. So make us see what him do. So just give him the support and give him the like on the channel and you see me, show him the love. Big up.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a big interview of all up to people at the end of this month. So look out for that. Big up to Smurf, he set that link there. You see me I say Dre, let me take Dre comment. Dre say all if them never sign nobody, we could see that this season was a make or break season for him. I mean, after the back of last season, I don't think anybody would have thought that it would have been a make or break season. You know, if you did have a poor season last season, then we could have said, yo, this is a make or break season. You know what I mean? But I mean, he still has the opportunity to save himself because let's be honest, people, it's not like Rashford is having a wonderful season when he was at United. So he still has to go to Villa and show something to Unai Emery because he can be somebody that is inconsistent. Not too long ago, not Unai Emery, but Ruben Amorim stated that he's training poorly. So you can't go Villa under Unai Emery regime and not train poorly and expect to get game. Asensio as well, we nearly keep up with Asensio, but the fact that PSG kind of move him out kind of tells me that, you know, I'm not really fired down there, especially in the French league. So he must come to the Villa team to and prove himself or show his worth. So for me, Leon Bailey had his best season when Moussa Diaby was there. They played together at Leverkusen. Bailey, in an interview with Jeffrey, stated that, you know, the competition really affect him or make him play necessarily better. But I think with the incoming of Marlon, Rashford, and Asensio, I think it's a good thing for Leon Bailey in terms of, okay, my position is under threat. Let me step up now. Let me raise the bar. And this year's a World Cup year as well in terms of, let me tell you people, them poor performances there, where Leon Bailey consistently have for Jamaica, we not go work with that when World Cup qualifiers fall, but because we want to go World Cup. We want to qualify for World Cup. And we also want to do good in the Gold Cup as well. So Bailey have to kind of fix up right now for the remainder of this season. And again, you know, even him did have good form last season, him still performed poorly for Jamaica. So imagine him on bad form. I would him forward back in the team and say the general is back. But
on the good form him did have, him never did that play for Jamaica.
Yeah, him say the general is back. What's the lowest ranking you have in the army? Staff sergeant, I don't know, but I forgot drop him ranking. As I say to E4 or E40. I don't know. When you just join the army, as I say that the ranking up barely when him just join the army, fresh out of boot camp, barely made and them type of thing. As I say, man them seem too inconsistent. Kevin Hart say Bailey will still be the main man. I mean, they cannot be the main man if you're not performing. And the only reason why Bailey was the main man in recent times, again, in the last 9 games, he has only started.
He was a co-captain. He was the
only reason why they get a couple games more this season.
He was always the main man from last season. Even though Bailey had a good season, he wasn't the main man. He was a co-captain. Watkins had a better season numbers-wise than him. And this season, he has not been the main man. Morgan Rogers has been the main one, alongside Ali Watkins as well, and John Duran.
And even the article, it stated that Bailey started only 3 games out of the last 9. And I think his minutes to some extent did increase this season, but the only reason as to why, because the man them never have nobody really natural to that right hand side. You know, you did have Jaden, but you know, he's a youngster, them ship him out, we see Maggin over the side, and you know, after Maggin and them people there, I just Bailey you can have to rely upon. You see me I say, but knowing that you have Rashford and Marlon and Marco Asensio, you have options for rotate and switch out someone out of the position there if him not perform. You get me I say? And listen, I don't think Rashford is necessarily a bad player. I think he'll add something to Aston Villa. I just think that he needs a new environment. So I think Rashford will contribute something to Aston Villa. But
people, we'll drop the calling link. Because basically I go end the show soon after we cover Mason Greenwood. So especially Travis, more here we have to say about this new development. Because I see a drop
but before we get Travis, I'm currently the Greenwood thing.
Yeah, so just calling people, especially Travis, if you're still there, hit the link and calling. Because one year we have to say about Craig Butler and Dylan John. Go through.
Moving on. So some better news about Mason Greenwood. You know, we still have to keep tabs on him. Not so much surrounding him playing for the national team. Just Roberto De Zerbi talking about, you know, I guess you could say personal issues. Him still have some development for though. So Marseille coach De Zerbi stated that Greenwood's father helping me manage Mason. Olympic Marseille coach Roberto De Zerbi is pleased with the first half of the season from Mason Greenwood. However, he says the former Manchester United forward can still take his game to another level. De Zerbi said, and I quote, Greenwood still has ups and downs. He has more ups than downs, but he still has room for improvement in that. He skipped a year and a half of football. He was off for a year and a half. He started again last year at Getafe. It's not a club with pressure like Olympic de Marseille. It's his second season after a fairly long break. We have to help him by expecting more from him all the time. His father too, he's someone who has a key role, who has a positive role, a good person who also helps me to help me manage Mason. That's kind of eat that out to get this. But anyways, I try to exploit everything I can exploit to help him. His father can help him mature. Now, in terms of Mason Greenwood, again, seeing that he was basically, out of football for a year and a half, he missed a lot of development. You get me, I say? And then that whole issue that would probably affect him from a human standpoint. You see me? So, Roberto De Zerbi people is a really rough person because the man don't mince them words when they come on to Mason Greenwood or any respective player or play for him. You see me? I say?
Like JPL coach them.
Yeah. I think even one point in the season, the man saying in project the United contract in the roof or some for sure the player them say, yo, United did forward in for me. Like man, I say, yo, I could accept that job, brother. So I better play good football. You see me? I say? And I think what Roberto De Zerbi is doing is that he knows that the league is there for the taking. You see me? I say? Because PSG is not the PSG of old. You don't have the likes of Mbappe. You don't have Messi. I just Barcola and them under them of even though them are the well. But still, I think with this team that he has, I think he can win the league. And let's see if they'll get Paul Pogba. Who knows? Because I think Greenwood did talk about Paul Pogba recently, like he would have welcomed him at Marseille. And Pogba is from France as well. So, why not? I think Pogba still has something left in the tank that can add to any respective football team, minus Manchester United. Yeah. RR said Leon Bill to JPL. Let's see if Vere United will sign him. Oh, Lembikisa as well, people. Signed for Barnsley. Lembikisa finds a club good for him. He really deserves it, definitely. Smurf said PSG is more of a team now. Shit, forget to them, they buy Kvaratskhelia. You remember about him, brother?
Yeah, brother, they are more of a team for real. At 10 points clear them on the table. Them look way better playing together right now than the Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe era.
Yeah. Peter P said, why would not talk fake news on the world class baller who Butler say him in a same class as Messi and Ronaldo?
Big up yourself, Peter. A long time I'm gonna say, your side drop 7. Bomba, Peter, yo. Click the stream and come big up your side, my friend. Long I'm gonna hear from Peter that.
View Media said Bailey is in very high demand, good or bad season. Listen, when you're a professional player at the highest level, you will always be in demand, whether or not you have a good season or bad season. You get me? I said because clubs can use you at the end of the day. So it's not anything special, Sports that journey. Yo, people, big up to this person. Sports that journey. I think I was on Eddie's show over the weekend, and for him. I think I am did join the panel, and I think he work for one of the news stations them in Jamaica. If I'm not mistaken. I think he's a journalist in Jamaica, I believe. But big up yourself still, brother. You see me I say? If it's you do some amazing work. Patrick Riley said PSG will win the season. They are a good team. Smurf, how much points PSG died at Marseille? How much points PSG died at Marseille?
Let us tell you 10.
10 points?
Yeah, bad man.
So, yo, the man in Marseille not a game in?
I'm think them play them twice and lose the 2 times. Them the first one, them must get red card and them lose the second one.
I never know so much points. Forgive me, people. Forgive me.
Yo, people. Peter tell we now the start of the season say Nottingham Forest I go Champions League and watch it. I don't know what kind of goes. Yo, Peter, Peter, link me after I stream. I don't know what kind of goes that they work, my friend. The man say, them are in the Champions League and see them, brother. The man them the 47 points, 3 points behind Arsenal, title challengers. 4 points ahead of Chelsea. 6 points ahead of Man City. You see me? And Man City in a 5th spot, which more than likely could get you in a Champions League playoff spot. See? So, brother.
Why Bayern Munich could have inquired about Bailey? Man, I'm about news there.
Only you see them now firing a shot, dog.
What do you mean only see them firing a shot?
Only you see them a fire shot, brother.
Bro, don't disrespect the baller.
Brother, be skills, only you see them a do up something there, brother. Only you see them now fire shot, dog. You see it? Brother, we can laugh off of Peter for real, brother, and see the Peter the third in our league, you know, brother. Champions of Europe. I'll never sing that. God forbid still. John,
brother, Olise played 20 games in the Bundesliga so far. 6 goals, 7 assists. Champions League, 8 goals. 8 games, 4 goals and 1 assist. What do you mean?
Man now find a shot, brother. And a Mane and Robin numbers. That for better. That for better, brother. A Bundesliga you play now. You talk about.
But now here's some news people today say, yo, Bunny Shaw, I believe she was racially abused. So, bring up to Bunny Shaw. Not because she was racially abused, but me I send her support. You see me I say, like, big up yourself, Bunny. You know them people over Europe stay already. You see me I say, any other updates around Shamar Nicholson. So Shamar Nicholson left his club Spartak Moscow and he's with how you pronounce this team name, brother? Tijuana,
brother.
Tijuana. Club Tijuana. You see me I say Club Tijuana in Mexico. Not the best team, people based on the standings of previous seasons, but as I said, I really criticized the move to that. Didn't see this coming, right? I thought that if he left Moscow, he'd have went to a better team or a better league, right? However, once I get some minutes, then it is what it is. And it makes sense to that one club where you just up on the bench and not get the minutes. You see what I say?
I said, Pierre-Emerick Gignac playing at the league there. And the man started to score one bag of goal and finding confidence. Right now, what Jamaican fans should want is our best players and our starting players in our team being in form at their clubs. No matter which club they might play for. We just need them in high spirits and be in form. We need everybody to be in form and go into that qualifiers. See? I see Damara Gray play more game now. Now that Steven Gerrard might leave. Right? And another thing we can talk about Damara Gray a little too, because we did explain the reason why Damara Gray couldn't leave. Because he was being linked to a move back to the Premier League at the start of the window. But based off of what I get to understand is, even if he wanted to, it wouldn't make any sense for him to do it. Because in a Saudi, we all here say, oh, the Saudi money is tax-free. However, there is a condition to that. You have to stay in the country, like in the league, and collect the money for a full tax year. Now in Saudi, the tax year starts in April. Now if Damara Gray went in the summer of 2023, which means that he would have to wait on the following tax year. So he would have to wait until 2024, April 2024, go all the way until April 2025 before he would have qualified for the tax-free money then, right? And as we all know, April 2025 is after this window. So if he did leave to come back to the Premier League, this transfer window, it would have basically he would have made the Saudi move there for nothing. And the tax-free money would have gone down the drain. So he have to wait until him finish the complete tax area, and then him can finally make that switch. If he did make the move in January, then it would have easier for him because he would have already have the tax year there. But unfortunately, he make the move in the summer, which means he would have to wait the following year to start in tax year. So that's just a fun fact. Damara Gray did have to wait. He wanted to leave, but it would have just defeat the purpose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He have to wait until summer before he can make that move.
But people, Sneak View Media say, it's the fact that Arsenal also inquired. I've worked at Aston Villa for 12 years. So, what do you think about your team inquiring about Bailey? Answer a bad man?
Brother, I'm going to believe that, brother. I'm going to believe it's where he did work. That means it's better Arsenal inquire about everybody, dog. That means they want to buy nothing. That I tell you that.
That one stop growing anything, man. Your club inquire about the man.
I lie. Brother, every day Robbie can make money off of Arsenal transfer news daily. I want to sign a soul. Every week we inquire about somebody new. Inquiring mean nothing to me, brother. Brother, when me hear Arsenal inquire about a ball, I know say we not get him. It's when Arsenal make a bid and Fabrizio Romano come out and say, yeah, man.
Yeah.
a bid that will make a dent and them start watch
I admire the facts of them love the talent of Bailey. Admit the facts of them love the performances of Bailey. Why is them with the inquire? Because they must say, yo, it's a good ball, that, you know, could help my team, you know. But once the conditions right, isn't it?
We're just desperate. See? I'm just desperate, bro. But see, at the end of the day, they make the wrong and the right decision. The wrong decision was to not sign anyone, but the right decision was to definitely not sign Leon.
People.
Respect.
By the way, tell me what you think about the new logo for the channel, for my channel. But one thing I'm going to say people to know publicly. You know, see some people on the YouTube space, though. They might disrespect the Jet Spence. I'm not going to really stand for that. You get me? I say, I'm not going to really stand for people that disrespect the Jet Spence. Because I hear people that talk say the Jet Spence can't improve Jamaica national team. No, nobody's saying that the Jet... Nobody's saying the Jet Spence is...
Man said
the Robertson of old.
Man, this dog.
Nobody saying
people are real Manchester man. This is not Manchester native, you know. The man said DJ Spence.
I said DJ Spence.
Brother, the man named DJ, the man named Jed Spence, dog. Oh yeah, pre. Man said DJ, dog. A real countryman, this dog. Man said DJ.
Brother, the same one name, brother.
Yo, just before you move on, Travis, that's someone we are talking about, bro. So much.
Hold on. I think that DJ Spence the man named bad man.
The man named Jed Spence, dog. We can't believe the countryman, yeah, dog. Real Manchester native.
Alright. Jet Spence no sound right, bad man. Jet Spence.
Jet Spence.
Jet Spence. You see me? But many people that said Jet Spence wouldn't improve the national team. No, I'm not saying that Jet Spence is not Daniel Alves and no them type of player from back in the days. You see me? I say, but to think that somebody is playing at Spurs, picking up Man of the Match awards, even when he was in the championship as well. Ian Wright, Arsenal legend, see him on video. Man, I said to Jet Spence, yo, bro, you shouldn't be playing in this league, bro. You're Premier League quality. You get me? I say? So, come on, people, what for the better than that? Like, Jet Spence, I think, would be a good addition to the national team, right? And I think we could also use some fullbacks as well. So, Max Aaron's, Jet Spence for me, Kyle Walker-Peters.
This all right back. More Mitchell. Let me tell you, 3 man me eye up in this side here, brother. More Tyreek Mitchell, more Dwight McNeil, and more Mason Greenwood. You see them 3 baller there? I will take them easily because them solve the problems. Right? We're full of right back. We already established that we don't want to see Latibodier in the midfield no more, which means him can go play in a rightful position. I am good with Latibodier and Dexter Lembikis. I'll fight it out. Plus we have Brandon Cover. If Jet Spence want to come, then sure. Why pan the come still? But if Jet Spence want to forward, him can forward. But when I think we feel waste with time and energy, I try to get in. Who feel waste with time and energy pan? A Tyreek Mitchell, Dwight McNeil, and Mason Greenwood. We need a left back. Because Greg Lee and Amar Bell wash up and him now on the legs no more after them one bag of knee injury they were him up. Greg Lee is not of the quality. Right? If we are playing against a lower level team, them alright, but not of the quality we want in the thing. So if we can get in a Tyreek Mitchell of Crystal Palace, Ethan Pinocchio we don't have already of Brentford, Andre Blake behind them, whoever them want to put on the right hand side, the questionable. And we know we have Latibodier and Dexter Lembikisa plus a Brandon Cover on the right. Maybe Robina Gardner, if him say he want to come make it and him good enough, we have enough cover in the right back. But you see left back, we need the Mitchell. We need quality in the left back, brother. Tired of Amar Bell not have the legs no more. He can't run no more. It remind me of when Alva Spoil did that playing at the side when he just never have it no more. See? So that a Tyreek Mitchell more up on the left. Dwight McNeil help with the attacking midfield side of things, bro. Right? Because the attacking midfield might play a majority of this season, not on the wing. And we know we can play him on the wing if they them are freak themselves. And then Mason Greenwood, Gunwood, for finish it off.
But
then and then we need fair focus one. The Dwight McNeil one might be a far stretch. And maybe we might get him by time a World Cup.
Get him injured now. That's why I'm the surgery recently.
Exactly. Him injured now and it's a long-term injury. So when we qualify for World Cup, I say when we qualify for World Cup, hopefully we can see a man like him in the World Cup. But you see Tyreek Mitchell, brother, and Mason Greenwood, dog, them man they need to start take this thing serious, my friend.
I think Kevin, I think Tyreek Mitchell still qualified.
No man, Mitchell still qualified because a friendlies him did play now before.
Yeah. But one to Cafu and Roberto Carlos were in a JPL.
Go on, brother. No, we don't go
Come to
past it.
Cafu. People who have a Cafu and Roberto
With the
Carlos.
comment down, just pull up. Let me just take the comment here. Jabari, I hope you're still up on the stream. Come pull up the comment for read it. Check out the ball name. Marcus Edwards. They are Portugal and match up things and in Ghana, Burnley now, to be honest. So he might also check if he have heritage. I don't even know, my friend. Would have to check for real.
But they check just now, but
somebody that dog Spurs did link to him one time. I'm frightened for seeing him go championship and play for Burnley. I said, dog, what is the man did that terrorize Portuguese league the season where Sporting knocked we out of Champions League. It must be last season. Zine? And him did play against Arsenal and him did look bad, bro. So yeah, dog.
Yeah. But I could do a quick recap, people, before we head out. Because we kind of talk about everything, but I'll just play some videos, recap, and then head out. So I'm play the first video.
All of Vere side mash up, ladder. See, man can't turn team come a Clarendon and he can't work out. Clarendon did have a set thing, brother. Vere United never lose so much match behind each other, brother. Butler fi move him bomb buckler and come out of contract. Almagi no good. We no see that too. And if it go, Butler them fi love the blood clot side in a Clarendon and take back a Phoenix player. Not even one youth back from Clarendon United. A be a town baller. I know a town in train. Make it carry side go town and come back a Clarendon with that bomb buckler there.
Kai Butler shed those 40 pounds and shown his character. And he's playing good football out there now. Took a nice shot today.
Man said that.
Butler, what was the game plan coming in today, knowing you're up against one of the better teams in the league?
Rephrase the question.
What was the game plan coming in today?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the man himself.
That straight face in a dog. Pathetic.
What the man saying? Take a shot as well.
The man said with a straight face, the man have a great game, dog, and him kick a shot like a shot is something for proud of.
Yeah, but as I did say earlier, people, Maggie didn't really have not the best of games, but him never that play for a while. But again,
almost the man them go around 2, 3, 4 times.
Well, yeah, there's a moment in which him get the ball in the defense and
ball in front of goal. And it. You see me? So,
but yeah, but people are gonna sign out now. Today or Tuesday, Jamaica play Thursday and Sunday, I believe it is. The local squad, they started training today. They will be training tomorrow as well, and then they play Thursday against Trinidad, aka the Soca Warriors, and they'll also play on Sunday. So 2 games against Trinidad and Tobago. So hopefully all goes well. Take the last 2 comments then. Nottingham Forest fan Carlin J was Gaming say Butler are one of the biggest hype man for him players. I mean, he's a salesman at the end of the day, you know. Remember same used to sell a computer. And I remember one time Butler the Ryan program and the man said, Ryan, you know who made Jamaica go World Cup? Me. Cause me get every computer there. Me get every computer there with the data and them type of thing. The Axe Burrell, but then again Mr. Burrell gone. But you see me I say
dangerous dog.
And Ryan I say, Mr. Butler, he never know that. You see me? But until next time, people, stay safe and big up on yourself.